The next behavior we're going to explore is the destroy behavior. But we need to actually set up several different things before we can even demonstrate this behavior. And one of the most important things that we're going to learn inside this tutorial is how to create rules. Rules allow us to have much more control over what's happening inside the scene. So far, we've just been dragging and dropping simple behaviors into our actor's brain. So move here, or rotate there, or change your size, which is very simple. But now we want to set something up called a condition, which means if this happens, then I want this other thing to happen. Okay, before I confuse you, let me just demonstrate what I mean by all of this. So I'll create two different actors. My first actor I'm going to name Good Guy. And the second actor, so again I'll click the plus icon here, is going to be named Bad Guy. So I'm going to click on the bad guy, and down here in the attributes tab I'll click on the actor tab, and then I'm going to change bad guy's color, and I'm going to change bad guy's size a little bit. So instead of 120 by 120, let's just do something like 40 by 40. Make our bad guy a little bit smaller. And that's because I'm going to drag several copies or clones of the bad guy down into my scene here. Again, don't forget you can use your arrow keys to reposition your actors. Shift arrow will give them about 5 pixels of movement, and just the arrow will give them 1 pixel of movement in case you need to fine-tune those positions, or you can just click and drag. So just a few more bad guys. And then I can drag my good guy down into the scene as well. So basically what I want to happen here is when my good guy moves from the left side of the screen over to the right and comes in contact with these bad guys, I want the good guy to destroy each one of these bad guys. And that's where we're going to use that destroy behavior. So first things first, let's set up the movement for our good guy. So we'll click on Good Guy here in the Actor tab again, and you already know how to move actors, either with Move or Accelerate. In this case, I'm just going to use the Accelerate behavior. So let me make sure that I have my actor's brains open. So Good Guy, and then open up the backstage or the actor's brains for Good Guy. And let's find that Accelerate behavior. So I'll just drag and drop Accelerate down into Good Guy's brain. And you can see the dial is already pointing to the right, which is the 0-degree direction, which is what I want. So let's just preview this right now. So if I hit play, we can see that Good Guy moves from the left side of our screen over to the right-hand side of our screen, exactly like we wanted. Let's back up. And now let's make it so that when the good guy comes in contact with the bad guy destroys itself. So we'll go back to our Actors tab, and let's click on Bad Guy. And what we want to do is add a condition in here or create a rule. And rules are very powerful things, so pay close attention to what I do here. But once you understand, you'll understand how easy they are to create. So to create a new rule, I'm going to click this plus rule icon right here inside the bad guy's brain. And basically what I want to say here is in the behaviors, I want to say that when there is a collision, so I'll drag this collision down into this area right here, just below where it says when all. What do I want to happen? So when there's a collision, what do I want to happen? Well, when there's a collision, I want the destroy behavior to happen. So we'll scroll down to where destroy behavior is, and we'll drag that here into do. Okay, so don't be confused by it. Once you set this up yourself, you'll totally understand exactly what's going on. But let's just read this. When the actor overlaps or collides with, and we have to take this pull down and select the actor that we want. So when the bad guy overlaps with the good guy, then we want the actor to destroy itself. In case I lost you, I'm just going to repeat that one more time. I'll click on the rule, and I'll hit delete. I'm going to create a new rule that says when there is a collision with the good guy, then what I want you to do is destroy yourself. See, it's very simple language. When there's a collision with the good guy that I selected, then what I want you to do is destroy yourself. So let's see what happens now when I hit play. You can see our good guy eats up all of the bad guys. So take a moment to simply create this very simple rule and interaction. Rules are very, very powerful. And if you master this now, it'll be very easy to learn everything else that I'm teaching you down the road.